Prep your filling well in advance. The day before is best. Peel, chop and boil your potatoes. Let them cool, set them aside.
Hi everyone, welcome to Cooking with Al. Today I've got my dad here, he's back, and we're doing his famous curry puffs. So we're going to go through how to make the filling, which you have to pre-prepare because you can't add a hot mixture to the puff pastry. And then we're going to show you, once you've done the filling, how to fill it and crimp it at the edges, bake it off, and then I'm also going to show you how to make my favourite chili sauce. So, Dad, what is special about your curry puffs?
It's very simple.
Yes, it is simple.
And it's also delicious.
Although I did make a mistake and get in trouble about preparing the mixture, so we're going to do it the right Dad's way with you today. And also, it is vegetarian. If you get vegetable stock powder, it can be vegetarian or vegan. So it's a great all-rounder to take to a party. Great for your Christmas table or for any festivity that you have. So let's get cooking. Okay, first step is to fry off your onion. So I'm just going to turn on stovetop. I'm going to add a tablespoon of oil to the pan. You're on stirring. And push the onion in. Now I always like to add a little bit of salt to my onion. It's good to season throughout the process of cooking. And you want the onion to just get a bit translucent and soft. Then we're going to add the cooked potato. So I have 5 potatoes here that I have peeled, diced up. Not too fine a dice, but you don't also want it too chunky. And then I have boiled it till it's very soft in salted water.
It shouldn't be too big.
The cubes are about that big. Yes, don't make them too big. Did get in trouble for that too. And then simply we're going to add the seasonings, which is just curry powder and any form of stock powder. Well, chicken or vegetable is probably your best bet. The other thing we have prepared, and you do need to do a little bit ahead of time, is if you've got your puff pastry in the freezer, you need to take it out of the freezer and thaw it.
And the reason if you don't take it out half an hour before you make the curry puffs is because if it's too cold and it's too hard, when you make the curry puffs, it will crack. So that's why you need it to be a little bit soft like this.
Soft and pliable.
And we've already cut it into 9 squares, ready to go.
Yep. So one piece of puff pastry makes 9 curry puffs.
This is ready to go.
Okay. So the next step is?
Here's potatoes in. And we'll stir it around a little bit to mix it up with the onion. And then we can put the peas in now. So the peas are frozen, so we need to make sure that they are defrosted first and then nice and soft.
You do want a little bit of texture. You don't want the potato to be fully mashed, do you? You want a little bit of texture.
Yes, but we want a bit of texture in the curry puffs and not have mash. And you see that it's a bit dry. You don't have to worry about that because at the end we're going to put in some coconut milk. So that will give it a bit of a moisture. All right, we're ready to go with the
curry
powder, 2 teaspoons.
I like curry, so I'm 2 liberal teaspoons.
Yep. And this is Keen's curry, which is not spicy. Well,
doesn't have a lot of heat.
No.
Good for kids.
It's the mildest curry you can get.
And 2 of the chicken stock powder,
yep.
or any. Add
yep.
more.
Let's stir that around a bit more. You can smell the curry.
Yeah, now. The wafting of the curry powder in there is really yummy. I remember making these for my 21st. That was a very long time ago.
Okay, you're ready with
It's a bit of a party favourite.
Yep. So we can. I think the peas are now defrosted and soft.
Okay, so add in. I'm just going to go light first of all.
Yep.
See if you need more.
Okay.
You will cook this off a bit, so some of the moisture will evaporate.
Yeah.
And also the moisture will get soaked up by the potatoes. So
Yeah.
it might look a bit loose at the beginning. Don't worry too much. It will get there. I'm just going to turn the heat up a bit.
It is better if you cook it the night before you make the curry puffs.
Yep.
Because you keep it in the fridge and it will then get a little bit more body to the mixture.
Yep. Yeah, it is worthwhile doing
But
it pre-preparing.
resist making the curry puffs with hot filling because it will be a disaster.
Hot filling, pastry, not good.
That's right.
Don't go there. Okay, so now we're up to the stage of filling our pastry pieces with the cooled filling. And so what I have prepared here is the egg wash. So it's just 1 egg and a tablespoon of milk. I'll just use a fork to beat that up. And we're going to use a pastry brush to just brush that over the top of the curry puffs. It will help them go a nice golden colour as they bake. I have preheated my oven to 180 degrees and they should take about 15 to 20 minutes to get nice and golden. Yeah? Is that how you do it?
Correct.
Good. All right, so let's go. You're using a teaspoon, I can see, and go for it with your pastry. Show us.
As I've said, we have cut the pastry sheet into 9, so we'll get 9 squares out of this one sheet. And so I'm going to take one of them carefully because it's now quite soft and defrosted. And I'll take about, and as you can see, as I'm starting here, I'm going to mash the potatoes a little bit. And I'm going to take about a teaspoon and put it in here. I might have to use my thumb to ease the filling in there. And as you can see, that's about the amount I want. I fold the square of the puff pastry over and then I'm just going to pinch the edges with my thumb and my index finger. And then Al is going to use a fork to
crimp it.
Crimp it.
I also like to just try and push down on it to make sure that any air is out, because that means that it won't explode. Less chance of exploding, because what happens when air gets into a hot environment, it expands, and if there is air inside your pastry, it will push open and create a hole, and then your filling will explode out. Yep. So just make sure that if you can try and push a bit of air out as you're going.
I'm just going to hold this up now to show you how Al's going to brush the egg wash onto the curry puffs, just like that. And you'll get nice and golden when you cook it in the oven.
Yep. Okay.
Don't overfill it because it will burst when it cooks, and then you can still eat it, but it doesn't look nice.
So it's corner to corner in a triangle. Press it lightly together, pushing the air out. Okay, so let's try and do armour style. So sort of just pushing in. Oh, that's much easier than what I did before. Ooh.
Now my mum gives us a lesson in how my Ama taught her to do it. It's the fold and pinch technique.
So into the oven they go for about 20 minutes. Now I'm going to show you how to make my sweet chili sauce.
Top and tail your chilies. Cut them in half and then remove the membrane and as many seeds as you like. It depends how heaty you want your chili sauce as to how many seeds you remove. Now go ahead and chop up your chilies as finely as you like and add it to the saucepan. Then chop your garlic as finely as you like and add it to the saucepan. Then throw in the sugar and the vinegar. Boil it off for as long as it takes to get thick and delicious. Make sure you stir it regularly and keep a close eye on it. It can go from liquidy to caramelly in a matter of seconds. Set it aside and let it cool. It keeps in the fridge for ages.
All right, so our curry puffs are out of the oven and they look amazing. We can't wait to dig in, can we, Dad?
No.
No, I know. All right, I'm just gonna Actually, I'll show you a couple of things. Okay, this curry puff here, that is with the fork. It's pressed down and sealed with the fork. This one is crimped. So using your thumb and index finger, crimp it over. This one I want to show you, if you put too much filling in, it can explode at the sides or at the top. So tastes the same, may not look as good, don't worry, that can be the cook's treat. So I'm just going to cut one in half and show you what it looks like inside. All right, Dad, you grab the other half, add your chili sauce if you want to. Eat now, dig in.
Nice.
The curry powder flavour from the Keen's curry powder is very nice. I would definitely buy specifically the Keen's curry powder. The mixture in the middle is very soft and really well seasoned. So that is a very nice treat. I think we should just try the exploded one as well, just to make sure.
Just to make sure.
Get that. Could you try again?
Siri thinks it's good too. I'm going to have it without chili sauce this time.
And you can also use sweet chili sauce, just the commercial one from the bottle.
Yep,
Works just as well.
it does. The sweet chili sauce is an easy cheat. And you know I'm all about cheating. That is a very nice curry puff. I would absolutely recommend this and give it a go. And I really hope you do give it a go and enjoy.
Enjoy.
Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome. See you next time.